This is Monocle on Design Extra. It's a short show to accompany our weekly programme where we discuss everything from architecture and craft to furniture and fashion. I'm Maylie Evans. London Craft Week is in full swing, and across the city, showrooms and showcases are bringing creative making into the limelight. Amongst that number is Embracing Craft, Connecting Culture, an exhibition from the Hong Kong-based non-profit charitable foundation Crafts on Peel. I went along to the Royal Society of Sculptors in South Kensington to take a look and to meet one of the makers featured. But first I caught up with Penelope Locke, Creative Director and Curator at Crafts on Peel.
Our goal is to revive, reinterpret, and perpetuate traditional craftsmanship in the modern artistic context through innovative contemporary design.
What's most striking about the exhibition is the breadth of practice on show. Rattan, neon, metalsmithing, amongst others, are indicative of Hong Kong still being a city full of makers.
Hong Kong is a very cosmopolitan modern city, but then there are still quite a number of these craftspeople working tirelessly. And what inspired us so much was that they spent their whole life doing one thing. This is what motivated us to start. At the very beginning, we thought that we could preserve these crafts. But then after about a year of research and going to different studios, ateliers, maker studios, we realized that by only preserving these crafts will not be able to survive at all. That's why we thought about whether we would be able to open up the dialogue between the craftspeople with more experience, and then we be the matchmaker to connect them with the younger generation of artisans, so that these folk wisdoms and all the techniques that has been kept by these craft master could be passed down to the next generation. Most of these craft masters may not even have apprentices throughout their lives. These crafts would die out. So why don't we breathe new life into these crafts through these modern design and through our crafts fellowship program, which are what you see here. These are the fruits of the crafts fellowship program that we incubated in the last few years. Altogether, we have incubated over 50 of these projects.
Amongst the makers on show today is Crystal Liu, a metalsmith and founder of Sunsmith Dawn and Academy. Her works were the result of the Cross Fellowship programme and made in collaboration with the Japanese metalsmith Fuji Takeshi.
I come from a background of jewelry and silversmithing myself, and my exchange partner, Fuji Takeshi, he is a third-generation coppersmith from a town named Tsubame in Niigata Prefecture in Japan. In a sense, we have both metalsmithing experience, and we can make the same outcome of products, be it a vessel or something, but then it's a very different method and how we work with our techniques and the tools we've used and the environment in between. In the exhibition hall, we have, I would say, groups of artworks that we've created. The first is what I call the learning process. It's what we've created during the exchange, which is a set of kettles. It combines all the basic fundamental metalsmithing skills. I don't really speak Japanese, and he don't speak English nor Chinese, so we communicate through our hands and by showing each other. The next group is our first big piece of sculptural installation. It is the result of our exchange. He came to Hong Kong for 3 weeks, and I went to Japan for 3 weeks, stayed in each other's studio to live like each other, study like each other, breathe, work, live.
Apart from the craft techniques, which is the core of what they're exchanging, I think it's the cultural differences and the cultural significance that lies underneath the meaning of the craft work that they are doing. Many of these traditional crafts are closely tied with our daily practices, and then the original usage of these craft objects are more like a utilitarian elements. Instead of just something beautiful, they have something very practical to be used as well. By sharing the cultural significance and also how it ties with our history, ritual, and also daily practices. This gives you a better idea of why these crafts are worth continuing.
This is what came out in the end. It's a combination of two of the most prominent focal points of the two cultures. The structure is actually a bamboo scaffolding that represents Hong Kong. In the decorating the scaffolding, the structure, you see the little plates. They are all copper plates, which in the Japanese dining etiquette is called mamezara. And they are all made with copper, but then used with different techniques, colors, textures, and there's different finishings to it. There's still places that are void, and it means like the exchange is not complete yet. There's still ongoing. I think it's also very, very rare to have someone to be this open-minded, to be able to accept everything like a blank paper. And I think both of us have this same attitude towards craftsmanship, and I'm just really grateful that he, as my partner, we have the same mindset and to be receiving to everything that we want to share. I would say the exchange, even though it has ended, we still talk about the possibilities, and we are also planning into the future of what we can continue in collaboration.
And you're showcasing here as part of London Craft Week. What is it like to have your work shown here, or what are you hoping to get out of showcasing this in front of a different audience, maybe ones who aren't as familiar with the techniques, some of those maybe cultural aspects?
I'm just very grateful to be here today because I studied in Birmingham. To be able to come back here and see your works presented in this renowned building and in this prestigious event, it just feels very full circle to me, and I'm just very grateful and excited to see who comes through the door this week, and then to be able to present to them our works. Fuji-san and I, we also really want to tell the audience how the works are being made and also promote the craftsmanship, because metalsmithing is not an industry that is very easily approachable by the public. We want the public to be able to get to know the world of metalsmithing more easily so that it's more accessible.
Crystal Liu and Penelope Locke there. The exhibition Embracing Craft, Connecting Culture is on at the Royal Society of Sculptors in South Kensington. And London Craft Week is on across the city until the 18th of May 2025. There are so many events going on, so it's well worth checking out the website to find out more. That's all for this week. If you're eager for more design stories, then listen to our main programme, Monocle on Design, airing on Tuesdays at 8 p.m. London time. Or if you prefer print, you can pick up a copy of Monocle magazine. It's available on all good newsstands now. Today's episode was produced by me, Maylee Evans. Thank you very much for listening.